In today's video, I'm going to be doing some Go Wild 2024 memory keeping while talking to you guys about my overall experience at Go Wild. So stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Or if you are new, welcome. My name is Tracy and I am a girl with plans. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. And if you find that you enjoy it, do not forget to hit that like button. And if you haven't already subscribed, I would love it if you would consider subscribing to my channel. All right, so this video is going to be twofold. First, I'm going to flip through my memory keeping book that I'm kind of halfway through. And then I'm going to do a memory keeping spread while I will talk to you guys about my overall Go Wild 2024 experience. Try to answer some typical questions that a lot of people have about Go Wild. And then, of course, the number one question is, would you go again? So I will be answering that as well. But I do want to show you what I've put together thus far in my Go Wild memory keeper. So I did do an original setup video of this before Go Wild. I am using an 8x8 Archer and Olive notebook. So these notebooks come and go out of stock. Not this particular one. This one's gone, long gone. But Archer and Olive, their stock goes really, really fast. So if you like the 8x8 websites, if you like the 8x8 journals, you really need to stalk the website. I do have a discount code for Archer and Olive. I also have a discount code for a lot of the sticker books that I use in this. So definitely check out the description box for all of that information. Let's go ahead and get started because I don't want this video to be too long. So I did a setup video of this where I showed you guys doing my kind of intro page and then my Go Wild one for 2024 because maybe I'll go to more. We don't know. And if I do, I can use this book for any future Go Wilds as well. So I kind of set up this one on camera, but then I filled it in off camera. So I just kind of wrote everything on the page here for conference day 1, conference day 2. They had a printout that you could have printed out and put it in here, but I kind of liked writing it down myself. So I added Shop Summit because I ended up deciding to go to Shop Summit last minute. And then I kind of added everything else. I still need to fill out some things here. And then I just used some mild liners to kind of offset some of the speakers. I'll probably do that over here as well. This is still very much a work in progress. So I did this using Live Love Posh. I think all of these stickers are also Live Love Posh. But this is my wild moments, my top 5 moments of Go Wild. Well, not top 5, just top moments of Go Wild. Obviously I haven't filled it out yet. I filled out some of it, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till I finish all of my memory keeping and then fill most of it out because I think there's just so much that happened that a lot of it's going to come back to me as I fill out the journal. So a lot of these sections I would not have thought about making, like the swag tracker. It was not on my radar. I think there was a swag tracker sticker or something that I thought about doing in my planner. But seeing the swag, I think this swag tracker was actually, this sticker came from Kelva Plan's book, but a lot of these other ones like Swag Drop, Room Drop came from Live Love Posh. I just thought it was a good idea to kind of remember all the swag I got, right? So I did take a couple of pictures. I have a couple of more that I hadn't printed. I do want to say, I do have a Canon Ivy, one of the small personal printers that print out pictures on sticker paper. I did not want to do that for this because there's a lot of pictures and that sticker paper can get expensive. So I do want to tell you what I did. I ended up ordering photos from Walmart. It was 14 cents a photo. There's a lot of online shops you can get them from, but then once you calculate shipping and stuff like that, it got crazy. So I just went with good old Walmart. It was 14 cents and you can create collages. So I think the photos are 4x6. So what I did is I either did 2 photos on one page or 4 photos on, not one page, on one photo. So one 4x6, I either put 4 photos on that or 2 photos on that. And they were the perfect size. These would be the 4 photo size, I believe, which to me is the perfect size. The 2, when I did 2, they were a little large. So I think if I did it again, I would do 4 photos. So I ended up getting a lot of photos for like $4, which is so much cheaper than the sticker paper. And then I just use the just tape runner to tape it down on the page. It's just as thick as it would be. And I did do matte because I didn't want glossy, just because I know with cutting it, because I use like scrapbooking scissors to make some of the edges kind of fancy. But I knew with cutting it, taping it, and all this other stuff, fingerprints are going to be all over it. So I did go with the matte version. But that's just a little tip if you don't have a personal printer, if you don't have a Canon Ivy. You know, you can always like Walmart or any other photo things, and then look for the option to do collages. So yeah. All right. And then this is going to be my hotel. So I'm going to print out a picture of the hotel. I'm probably just going to use one from the website. I took a picture of the room. I have some like room views that I didn't print out, so I might have to do that again. And then like the hotel had like 4 or 5 pillows per bed. So I sent a picture to my mom of me like laying on all the pillows. And I'm like, oh, that's cute. I'm gonna put that in my memory keeper. This was part of a wild crop. They did this little pocket that you could put in your little memory keeping book, which I think I have somewhere over here too. This one. But I was like, I'm going to save that for my memory keeper. And I'm glad I did, because I stayed at Live by Lowe's and not like the regular Lowe's hotel where the conference was. And if you stayed at the regular hotel, your key card looked like this. My key card was just a regular key card. However, if you were staying at one of the other hotels, you could drop by registration and pick up one of these souvenir key cards. So I did, and I think it's perfect to just put in there. And then I have like some pictures I haven't put on the page yet that's stuck in there too. So yeah, there we go. And then here is my Shop Summit stuff. Shop Summit was amazing, guys. It was absolutely amazing. It was probably, as far as the speakers, it was probably some of my favorite speakers. As far as, I just felt like I got so much out of Shop Summit, and I was like kind of on the fence about going. So really happy that I went. It was very empowering, very motivating. Unfortunately, when I came back, I got sick because I was ready to go. And then when I came back and got sick, it just kind of put like a big halt on everything. But yeah, so this is my Shop Summit page. I printed out the pictures that they had put of all the speakers for Shop Summit. They had breakout sessions, and I went to 2 breakout sessions with Planning with Kay, and then with Lauren with, I think it's Plan with Bar or something. I can't remember her handle name, but those are the 2 I went to, so that's why I printed those out. So then I did the waterfall tabs for my speakers section. So like this one isn't waterfall tabs, but I did this. So when you flip to, wait a minute, that's not it. The last page, it still has that kind of little waterfall tab like look. So that's why I did that. I loved how it turned out. It turned out so pretty. So you have the Shop Summit speakers, and then I have my day 1 speakers. And my whole thing that I wanted to do here, I still need to add something here with Martha Stewart, is I wanted to put kind of quotes down, and then some of them I put like what we did and things like that. So that's kind of what I did here. And then day 2 speakers, kind of the same thing. Wrote some quotes down that I got. I have another quote I need to write down for V. And then finally, I have the wild crop and the workshop. So the workshops took place throughout day 1 and day 2. So like Amber's workshop was on day 1, and then the Simply Gilded with Jericho workshop took place on day 2, but I wanted to put them on their own separate page. And then I got to use all the cute little stickers, like crafty stickers. So I really liked how that turned out. And then turn Amanda Rach Lee's, I don't know if I have my horrible like drawing that we did there, but like we learned how to draw this frog. So I just redrew it from my memory keeper. I did much better, even though this is still horrible. I did a much better job here than I did there, but I thought that was kind of fun to like put in my memory keeper. All right. Then the meet and greets, I still have to like write. I don't know if I'm gonna print it out or whatever. So I got to take some pictures of some of the shop founders and owners. So like VJ with No Teak, like all this. You can see like Laurel Denise. So all this great stuff. And then I sat at a table for Wild Crop with Amy Tangerine. So I had to take a picture with her. And then this is just some photos from the planner fair. Here's some more, but here I have some like journaling stickers that I can like journal about it. And then I went to the Keleva Plan Happy Hour, so I printed out some photos here, got some places to write, but I decided to actually add another page to do a little bit more journaling. You'll see that. And then the Live Love Posh affiliate luncheon. Met some great people there, took some photos. And then this is, I wish I would have put this in the front. And so that would be the advantage of a disc-bound system. But I'm really trying to get away from that for my memory keeping because I like how compact these actual bound notebooks are. But I wish this was near the front, but this is where I'm going to journal about it. So I'm going to just do some journaling about the event. So like the Keleva Plan event, the Live Love Posh event. I'm going to try to put the group photos here. I don't have them yet. I need to print them out. But that was kind of my thought process. And this is where it kind of winds down. So I have my day one. Those are my line friends. We lined up around the same time. And you definitely make friends with people that you line up with. And then I have all this space for journaling. Again, all of these stickers are from Live Love Posh. These are like, I think Mojo Jojo. And then these ink blotches actually came from last year's Go Wild from Amber Plans Her Day, Live Love Posh. This was Keleva Plan sticker book with Live Love Posh washi. But yeah, so, and then this is day two table mates. We took a group picture, have some journaling. I'm probably going to do some more boxes here just for some general day two journaling. And that brings us to this. So, because like, I just cannot believe how generous people are. So like the generosity of my table mates were like amazing. And some of the people I sat with, I had hung out with earlier. So like we are now friends. But the one thing I did was I took a picture of all of my table mate gifts. When I got back to the room, I unpacked them and put them together. And I took a photo. Initially, I took the photo so that way, if it all got like spread apart when I got back home because of throwing it in the suitcase, I can put them all back together for like the video so I can give the correct person credit. But then I decided I wanted to do selfies with everybody. And then I'm going to put that in my memory keeping book. So I did a selfie with everybody at my table. And then I have their like table mate gift here too. And then before we went to Go Wild, as part of our registration box that we got sent in the mail, we got this plum paper little notebook, which I did use. But there's a spot in here where you could have your table mates or just friends, people you meet, fill out all these questions. So it's like a little bit about me. You can find me at, which is like your YouTube, Instagram, all your social media handles, current planners, favorite pen or pen accessory or planner accessory, memorable moments together. So I sent this around the table and I want to put that in my planner. Now, originally I wanted to cut this out and put it with each one, but then you have this one that's front and back. So I could copy it on my printer and then do it. But I figured, why not just tape it here and make like another page? So I think that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is like this one's front and back. So I'll do this one like there. And then this one that is just written on the front only, I'll tape them together. So then I'll have like 4 pages of my table mates. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these out. All right. Now the one thing I am going to need to do is I have pictures all in here that I haven't done yet. So I'm only going to do this one on camera. I think that's all I'm probably be able to get through while I'm chatting because I'll be chatting about my Go Wild experience. But then I'm going to do a whole bunch of, like I have a whole bunch of plain JAMA photos. So I'm going to do a plain JAMA section. And then at the very back, I'm going to do just my other photos I took with other planner friends. So I'm going to take it out because I don't want it to bulk it up while I'm trying to do all of this. So you saw that I ripped it out instead of cutting it out because I think I got closer to the edge. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and tape these two together. Pretty good, if I must say so myself. Okay, so I do have to trim. I like the fellow llama, so I think I'm going to just trim it at the bottom. Let's just do my paper cutter. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully that's enough. Oh, that looks pretty spot on. Okay. So what I was thinking about doing to how I was going to get this in here is I think I'm going to just do this. How cute is that? Now I feel like I need to do it over here. I mean, I could go all the way around, but I don't know that I want to. I don't know yet. Because, okay, so actually Paula is over here, and this is her sticker sheet. So I think I'm going to use this over here, right? Change my mind. I want to do this. All right, that's not perfect, but it's fine. Okay, so let's see. There she is. Let's plan together. That's her handle. So, see, this is the size of the 4. Like, so when you get, like, if you get a Walmart order, a Walmart photo, or actually any photo that's 4x6, and you're able to do a collage on the photo, and you do a 4 photo collage, this is the size of it. Look how, like, nice that size is. Okay, and then we have Trisha. Trisha is one of the girls that I met on Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. And ended up hanging out with through the rest of the conference. Probably a friend for life. Oh, upside down, Tracy. Upside down. So see, this kind of takes up... Oh, sorry, I can go over the washi. I can also do like that. Something like that. And then if I have contact cards, I know I have a contact card, but I think the contact cards might take up too much space. Or will it? All right, so like here's Trisha's. But see, they're also two-sided. I don't know, guys. I don't know. And I know I have Paula. She has one of the ones with the stickers. I might not. Because I really want to use her stickers here. All right, maybe I should tape these down first. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to figure this out. But I'm going to chat about Go Wild. So, I was very up in the air about Go Wild. I did not book until actually it was New Year's Day, y'all. That is when I booked Go Wild. So, I was really, really up in the air about it. One of the reasons was because of the price. It is expensive. Let me get my planner. So like I did have this mini happy planner and I wrote down all the costs so that way I have a copy of it. I did take this with me. I'll just kind of go over the costs. Okay. So the ticket to Happy Planner, the ticket to the conference was, I believe, $6.99, but there's also ticketing fees. And those ticketing fees, pretty much, it brought it up to $775. That's how much it was for the conference ticket. $775. Y'all, that is so much money for a conference. So yeah, and I think if you wanted to do pay per, like if you wanted to break down and do it into smaller payments, it actually brought it up to about $800. So you got charged a little bit extra if you wanted to break it down in payments. However, because of the cost of the tickets, like, of course, sometimes you do have to break it down to the payments just so you can afford it. So I paid the $775. And then the Shop Summit is an extra ticketed event. Again, that was something that I purchased last minute. There was no cheaper option, so it did not matter when I purchased my tickets. Shop Summit was going to be $165, whether I purchased it right when it went on sale or when I purchased it 2 days before the event. So yeah. So that was $165. So right there, that puts me close to, actually, it might have been less than $165. I think $165 is what I paid, after all of the, fees. Because of course, everything, there's a fee. Even though the ticket prices are so expensive, they do not eat the cost of the fees. So yeah, had to pay that. I might like journal on that spot. So yeah, you can see how I feel about that. So that's like close to $1,000 by itself. The hotel. Now I stayed at Live by Lowe's, because when I purchased my ticket, there were obviously, this was another reason why I hesitated, because I was kind of on and off about going to Go Wilds, and I became a little bit more wanting to go a little bit later, probably later in the year, like around the holidays, stuff like that, when I was kind of getting into a traveling mood, because I had went on a trip in October, and you know, once you go on a vacation, you're into traveling mood. And then like planner stuff, you get all into that come around like November, December. So I was really wanting to go. So I was like, okay, let's, does this come off? Haha. Let's put that there. So yeah, I was really wanting to go, but there were no rooms in the main hotel, and going solo and being a newbie, I really wanted a room at the host hotel. Well, then they opened up a room block, I think around the holidays, at Live by Lowe's. And the reason why I'm going into this story is because Live by Lowe's was actually a little bit more expensive than the host hotel. I think the rooms at the host hotel were like $229 a night plus your fees. And let me talk about the taxes and stuff were $50. I just want to say that. But I think they were $229 a night at the host hotel. At Live by Lowe's, they were $279 or $299. So, I mean, I paid about like $60 more a night. But that's what you get for deciding at the last minute. Okay, maybe we'll put some of the rest of them over here. So that's what you get for paying the last minute. So whatever. I really did like Live by Lowe's though, personally. I didn't have as much issues with like elevators or anything like that because there wasn't as many people at my hotel. So the Live by Lowe's worked out really well. So I think I might have enjoyed being in that hotel a little bit better than the main hotel. Plus it was right next door to Texas Live, which is where all the food was, plus Planjama, so I did not have to walk very far. So overall, yes, I did not like paying the extra $60 a night, but I think I did like the hotel a little bit better. Just because, like I said, I didn't have to really wait for the elevator. The elevators weren't crowded at all. A lot of times I was the only person on the elevator, which I think if I was staying at the host hotel, obviously there's probably going to be a wait for the elevators because everybody at the conference is there. So yeah. All right. So I think I'm going to do the same thing here. All right. So my hotel with the $50 taxes, because you have to pay city tax. Then there was like an entertainment district fee tax, because you're staying in the entertainment district, which really the only entertainment was Texas Live and then all of the stadiums. Y'all, my hotel cost me $1,387, y'all. Can y'all believe that? That's crazy. I did not have a roommate. Like I said, I didn't know anybody coming in. And then this particular room block, they only had, do I want to do it? I guess I don't want to do it like that. they only had, they said king beds. I requested a double just in case, but I didn't want to, with the, you know, them not being able to guarantee I would have a double bed, I did not want to risk that. So I had a room to myself. So I had to pay that almost $1,400 all by myself. So, yeah, if I had a roommate, it would have been like, what, $600, $700 less, depending on what day they came in. Because, again, I stayed Wednesday night through Sunday. A lot of people did come in on Thursday, but because I went to Shop Summit, I came in on Wednesday morning. So I came in on the same day as Shop Summit, but my flight was super early in the morning because my only option was super early or super late. And Keleva Plants Happy Hour was on, for her affiliates and Patreons, was on the that Wednesday, and I didn't want to miss that. So I did the early morning flight, and I didn't know what to do that day. So I was like, I'll go to Shop Summit. So I paid, was that 4 nights? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, 4 nights. Yeah, I'm filming this early in the morning, y'all. My math is not mathing. But yeah, so I stayed 4 nights. And it was almost $1,400, y'all. Almost $1,400. That is insane. It was a really, really nice hotel. Really nice hotel. Felt extremely luxurious with my 8 pillows and the sliding, like, barn door-esque type, you know, the slider door. They had a slider door that goes between the bathroom. And so, yeah, it was super fancy. Like, I really did enjoy the hotel. Nice. The staff, great. So, like, no complaints as far as the hotel goes. But like I said, it was expensive. My flight was only $11 because when I decided that I was thinking about going, I got in American Airlines is the only one. It's the only airlines that flies direct from where I live to Dallas. So I couldn't fly any other airlines if I wanted to fly direct. So I flew American, which is probably my least favorite airlines, but hey, free ticket. So I got it around the holidays, and because I knew that if you, like, you can only get free, like, miles. So there we go. Like that. Super cute, huh? Oh, I didn't do this. I didn't do this either. Oh my God, y'all didn't tell me. Ah, no. That's okay. We'll cut around it. We'll cut around it. Did I even? So yeah, I ended up, oh, this is actually, it might not be a bad idea just to go over that one. Let's see. So yeah, my flight was only $11, and with my credit card, because I like spent the minimum to get the mileage deposit into my account by the time I booked my flight, it was great. Like that was one of the reasons that initially I wasn't thinking it was going to cost me that much, is, hey, I got a free flight out of it, right? Yeah, no. If I didn't get that free flight, oh, it would have been like over $3,000, y'all. But so yeah, and then I got free bags too because of the credit card. So, you know, if you have decent credit or good credit and you don't mind opening up a new credit card, that is definitely a way to save. They do charge you for the credit card annually. It's like they charge you, I think, $99 a year, but the first year it's waived. So I didn't pay anything for the first year. I will be canceling it. Probably pretty soon, actually. Even though I don't have to cancel it until November, I probably will be canceling it pretty soon. Just because I don't use it. I only used it to hit that threshold to get the miles. But that made my flight free. So that saved me about $500 because, you know, I was shocked by how much the flight would have been. Because I'm still stuck in, I thought it used to be like $300 and some to get to Dallas, Texas. But no, it was going to be like $500. So I pretty much used all of my miles for that. Then let's see, Uber. So I got to Dallas. I actually took Lyft. So I had signed up for Uber and Lyft. And then Lyft had up to like 50% off, up to $10 max, I believe it was, on your first 2 Lyfts. So I did Lyft over Uber. Plus I did you can get free month of like Lyft Pink or something like that. So you get like priority pickup and stuff like that. And you got like Grubhub. So I was like, okay, I'm going to sign up for that. I didn't end up taking advantage of like Grubhub or anything like that. But again, you know, I thought it was worth it to like sign up. I've already canceled all of that. But, so I did Lyft. And when I first got there, my flight was delayed. So I ended up getting there a little after 9. And I think I got picked up probably maybe 9:45 in the morning. And that is definitely an off hour for like ride shares. So y'all, my Lyft was $20, right? I think it was like $20. So I got half off that and then I left a tip. So I paid like $16, something around there, for my Lyft from the airport to the hotel. Compare that to Sunday when I left, which was around checkout. That's super cute, isn't it? I think we'll do the same thing here. Oh, I need to cut this. So because it's a Sunday, it's checkout, they definitely charge you a little bit more. Y'all, it was $40. And I had a discount. And because I had Uber Pink or whatever, I also got a discount for that. So like I saved like a couple of bucks because I had Uber Pink. I think that's what it's called. I think it's called Uber Pink. So I saved a couple of bucks for that. I still don't think it's short enough. Didn't do that one right. But then I got my $10 off and it still cost me $40 after tip, y'all. I was not expecting that. I was so excited about my like less than $20 Lyft ride from the airport that I just expected it to be not necessarily the same price, but not double. So yeah, it was double. And I did not share the ride. So I was, you know, I probably could have did a ride share. It was just hard to coordinate, especially with me being across the street from the host hotel. That did make it a little bit more difficult to like coordinate ride shares or anything like that to and from the airport, just because I'm at a different hotel. So then, I mean, they would come and pick it up and then there would be added fees for that. And then luggage, not knowing how much luggage. So I had just my check-in bag, which ended up being 51 pounds coming back. They let me slide, thank goodness. But if they didn't, I had room in my carry-on. And then I had a carry-on, like, huge duffel. So, yeah, my shoulder was not loving me while I was going through the airport. And then I had, like, a big purse that I used as my personal item. But if people had, like, 2 suitcases or anything like that, then you probably would have to go for one of the bigger cars for rideshare. So, yeah, I did all that by myself. So, for rideshare, it was, like, $66. For meals and snacks, I spent a little over $100. And that was usually 1 meal a day, y'all. 1 meal a day. Because we'll talk about that. But y'all, you have to buy your own food. The ticket only includes tickets to the session. That's it. And your welcome bag and your badge box. Like, that's the only thing that your ticket gets you. So I spent a little over $100. Like I said, that's going to be a lot less because I brought like, Quest bars for breakfast. So that was my breakfast. Yay for like nutritional breakfasts, right? Not. There just wasn't anything to eat for breakfast. I mean, you could eat at the hotel and that was pretty much your only option. So that's what I ate, which, you know, saved me money, but I don't know. I'm trying to match this up. So I didn't spend as much on food as a lot of people because by the time you got out of the conference, you had to eat, and it was kind of like, and I think like Friday I did a luncheon with Live Love Posh, and I don't think I ate anything the rest of that day. So I don't even think I paid for food on Friday. So yeah, there's that. All right, so we have that. I did not have a roomie, so I didn't have to do roomie gifts. And then like I did get some like business cards that I ordered before I left, but I only paid like $10 for those. Table mate gifts, I don't remember how much I paid for those because I bought them all over like the course ever since like January. I was like buying them kind of intermittently, but I didn't spend that much on mine. I probably spent maybe less than $30 on table mate gifts. So like my grand total with the free flight, y'all, was like $2,500. $2,500. I mean, that's not cheap. No, it's not. So, yeah. So, yeah, that took a long time to talk about. But I feel like a lot of people do want to know, like, what it costs. And the reason why I'm kind of, like, stuck on the cost is because, like, the ticket is very expensive. And I've gone to a lot of conferences for work. And I've had a lot of conferences that the cost would be like $600 or something like that. $700. And those conferences included food. I mean, now they didn't include like a big old welcome bag with a shirt in it. And you didn't get anything in the mail prior to coming to the conference. But a lot of times they included like breakfast every day. Sometimes they'll include like a lunch, like a sit down lunch or whatever. But they included that. You get none of that here. There is like an energy break where you get food. But that was sponsored by Cloth and Paper. So that wasn't like paid for by your event ticket. Like Cloth and Paper pay for that themselves. So that wasn't Go Wild providing food. That was Cloth and Paper paying for and sponsoring food. So like my event ticket, like, so what I got is I got the swag bag, the big purple bag that you guys have seen. I got a nice shirt. Love the shirt. And then got like a button that you could, a big old button that you could, you know, you get it based on what, like your first Go Wild, not your first rodeo, is this your birthday or whatever. Like you picked one. Kind of like the Disney buttons you get at Disney World. Then I'm trying to think. There's like, but I think everything else that was in that bag, I think was sponsored. And then, of course, the badge boxes and the shipping, that would have been part of, you know, probably coming out of my ticket price. But other than that, it's like the ticket price really only covered conference stuff. So the speakers, the venue, stuff like that, because the welcome party was sponsored by Archer and Olive, which I don't know. I mean, I know they pay for the snacks. I'm guessing they would have paid for the entertainment too. I guess I could be wrong there. I'm not sure. But if it's sponsored by them, I would assume. Plan Jamma was sponsored by Happy Planner. So Happy Planner covered the cost of that. So I don't know. That's the one thing I'm kind of like, I paid like almost $800 for my ticket, or you could say $699 went to Go Wilds because the other ones were ticketing fees and stuff. And it's like, okay, well, where did that money go? I mean, I'm sure Martha Stewart won't cheap, but maybe don't get a Martha Stewart. I mean, most of the people, I don't know that people book the conference for Martha Stewart. I think they book the conference for the overall experience. So I don't know. I'm a little, I don't know, just thinking about most of the stuff was sponsored that we got at the events. Like the swag was all sponsored. Like I said, the food, the energy break, the snacks was all sponsored. The parties were all sponsored. I just feel like they could have like given us like a breakfast sandwich every morning or something. That would have just been so much better. They did provide like water in the conference area. And I'm sure because it was like water service, that cost. So I guess that was part of the cost too. But still. Okay, that's my rant. So that was kind of one of the negatives. It's like, it's such an expensive conference. And I know like a conference for 2,000 people is not going to be cheap for like the host hotel and paying for the rooms and, you know, all the event space. But at the same time, I just felt like, I guess I should put the other one down first. That maybe like a simple breakfast item should have been included. I don't know. That's just me ranting. Because it is a long time. Like, you really don't get food. So you do have to like get your food on your own. The speakers were great. Like, love the speakers. Honestly, if I'm being honest, and I might get some hate for this, I honestly think my least favorite might have been Martha Stewart. And it was just because I felt like a lot of these speakers, with the exception of like Martha Stewart and the Post Notes speaker, Frank, all of them were very like motivational, uplifting, and things like that. I felt like Martha Stewart, her chat was more about her. And I mean, I guess hearing about her successes and stuff could be very empowering and uplifting. But at the same time, I don't know. I was just kind of like, really? All right. So she was probably one of my least favorites. I thought the Post Secrets was extremely interesting. Not really sure about a planner conference. Cause like there was some like emotional, oh, I'm out. Oh, I have this. There was some emotional things going on. Again, we're at a planner conference. So you're going from uplifting to some emotional stories and things like that. Like I said, I think the whole thing was pretty neat as far as like the concept and stuff, but I don't know. I think I was there more for the uplifting, rah, 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 self-empowerment type thing. So yeah, those are probably my two least favorite, and they were probably the most expensive as far as Go Wild, having to have speakers come. I don't even want to know how much Martha Stewart cost. Because like my favorite speakers were a lot of the planner people, like a lot, like VJ. She gave a very good topic on like how to present yourself in like one of the better lights, and like, you know, stuff, you know, but sometimes it's just nice to hear like, okay, well, I really need to start focusing on me, you know, like present yourself in a way that you want to be perceived by others and things like that. And then Bonnie, with Archer and Olive, talked about like journaling for mental wellness, which obviously is something that I try to do frequently. I shouldn't say frequently. I want to do frequently, but I haven't really done it frequently. So you had her, and then the crops were great. They were definitely like the real planner type stuff. V from Under the News Desk, really loved them. They were great. I wasn't sure what to expect. I was thinking it wasn't going to be relevant, but very relevant. Talked about social media. Was definitely good for someone who does have like, is like a content creator or has like a YouTube channel, or, you know, active on Instagram as far. It was very interesting. So love that one. But yeah, so I'm guessing that's where the money went. Like I said, I wasn't as thrilled with probably their expensive speakers. But I mean, it was so fun. I mean, I got to see, I mean, I was in the same room with Martha Stewart. That's pretty cool. Whether I enjoyed the talk 100% or not, I was still in the room with Martha Stewart. So yeah, so we had that. The welcome party, I really didn't, I like walked in and got completely intimidated and kind of walked out, and then hung out with some great people out in the hallway, in these chairs by the hallway, and like literally hung out with them for over 2 hours. Or it felt like it might have been over, it was definitely over an hour. Like, and that was like a really great evening. That was like one of the highlights of my Thursday. Because I kept thinking about going back in. I'm like, well, I'm having a great time chatting with all these ladies. I kind of just want to hang out here with them. And it was hilarious because one of the ladies that I was chatting with during the welcome party, we ended up arriving at the line at the same time the next day. It was so funny. So then I got to spend Friday morning hanging out with her again. It was so funny. Okay. So I have that. I think I want some of this. I think I know where I want this. I think I might use this. I went partying after Planjama, and I'm thinking that might be perfect for that. I don't know if I want to use these here. All right, so I think I'm going to just use a mix of things from this book and things from Live Love Posh. All right, so yeah. The welcome party, I didn't really go to, but I had a great time anyway. The dueling pianos seemed kind of cool. I could hear them from where I was like chilling in the hallway. So that seemed really cool. I think I will enjoy, this is my first go wild, but I know they've done karaoke in the past. And I think there were people singing along, like you could go up on stage and sing with them. So it was kind of like karaoke-esque, but I think I like the concept of the dueling pianos. Rather than just regular karaoke. So I think that was cool. The snacks, there was a long line, so I didn't go get any snacks. I know toward the end of the evening, one of the lovely ladies I was hanging out with did bring me some of the Rice Krispie treats. But yeah, there was like a long line to get like cupcakes and stuff like that. And then it was a cash bar. So I did not partake in that. That was a little pricey. So yeah, I did not partake in any of that. All right, so that was the welcome party. That was Thursday night. I did the planner fair. The planner fair was great. There was like a lot of photo opportunities. You saw that during my flip through. So it was a lot of fun. I got there when it first opened because I did registration first. I picked up my welcome bag and stuff like that, then went straight to the planner fair. And surprisingly, that was probably the best time to go, either then or a little bit later, because I would say, I think it opened at 11, if I'm thinking correctly. And I will say, I think after probably closer to 12 or a little after 12, it started getting really, really crowded in there. And it was like, it got a little overwhelming. There was just people everywhere. You couldn't figure out if people were in line or they were just standing around, what line they were in. So yeah, it did get really crowded, but I did enjoy the planner fair. I didn't make any purchases. Like Pip Sticks was there, Zebra, Simply Gilded, Live Love Posh. Simply Gilded and Live Love Posh, man, their lines to purchase stuff were insane. Can I don't want to cover up anything, but I want to go ahead and use this whole sheet. And this one's full. I have a girl here and a girl here, so I'm thinking maybe put her here. Okay, so then that's finished. As you can tell, so we're going to chat about this for a second. I like using all of my cute stickers in this thing. And remember how I said, like, for memory keeping and stuff, I like to use my favorite stickers. Well, look, I'm using all the cute stickers here. So, yay. I'll probably put some quotes in here now. But, yeah, so Planner Fair, cool. They had great photo ops. A lot of the outside of the Planner Fair photo ops I ended up doing the day before. Which was a great idea because people weren't there yet. So I got to take photos and not have to wait in a line or take as many photos as I wanted to get the right shot and all the fun stuff. All right, I thought there were quotes in here. So the other party, we had Wild Crop. So that was really cool. I really enjoyed Wild Crop. But I am not a nighttime person. So I was struggling. The struggle was like real. But it was really cool. We had Mark with Mark Your Pages. He was like doing some bullet journaling type stuff, which was really kind of fun. It was very simplistic, but I felt like I got some like good tips. And he was sponsored by Zebra. And we got some Zebra we got like zebra stuff to use at the thing. And then there were some giveaways and stuff like that. I was not fortunate enough to win a giveaway, but one of my friends did. So yay. And then, so I really enjoyed that, but, it's not really much to talk about as far as there. And then Plan Jamma. Plan Jamma was awesome. Really, really loved Plan Jamma. Had the time of my life. I don't think everybody came. Because I think there's like about 2,000 people. What did I just do? Oh, I think there's supposed to be like close to 2,000 people in attendance. And I definitely don't think everybody came to Plan Jamma. And everybody did not dance at Plan Jamma. So there were plenty of room. There was plenty of room on the dance floor. And you bet your girl got her dance on. I have not like danced in so long. Y'all, my knees were screaming at me while I was there and the next few days. I had so much fun. And then when I came back, so I didn't have a voice on Sunday or Monday. And I assumed I didn't have a voice because I, had the time of my life at Plan Jamma. Yeah, no, I think it was the start of what was going on with my whole sinus infection. And I just assumed it was because I partied hard. But yeah, Plan Jamma, that was like one of my top memories. I had so much fun. The girls I had met on Wednesday night, had been hanging out with them, so definitely hung out with them. They love to dance, so it was so much fun. Then Amanda, we were all hanging out, we were all dancing. So it was only 3 hours. It was open bar. And the bars, like, even though open bar, you think you're gonna be waiting in line forever. No, it really wasn't. Every bar in Live, you could pretty much go get a drink at. So I literally never waited in line. I think the first time I waited in line was when I didn't realize that. And I probably waited in line for about 10 minutes. After that, it was like a couple of minutes at most, if at all. So I thought it was a good, like, it was just very efficient, but it's because of the venue. I mean, there's tons of bars, because there's tons of restaurants and bars, and they pretty much rented out the whole place. I was nervous about the dance floor because it was very, very tiny, and I don't really know if it's technically a dance floor, but there was plenty of room to dance. So I had no problems there. I felt like I had more space than I used to, like, in the club. Y'all remember the clubs, right? So yeah, it was so much fun. And then, met some other great people who I hadn't met before. Organized plans, and ran into her for like the first time there. But like everybody was just having such a great time. Everybody's like so friendly, living their best life, that like that alone, like was like, oh my gosh, I definitely want to come again because this is so fun. Like the Plan Jamma. And then afterwards we went upstairs to a bar and pretty much stayed there. I did leave a little early. I left at like 1 something, which is not early for me. But it was just so much fun. There was like a mechanical bull and all kinds of fun stuff. So with that said, would I go again? Doing all this memory planning, I'm like, of course, it's so much fun. But I think it's very, very expensive. And I think for that alone, I'm not sure that I will be able to do it every year. I don't even know if I could do it every other year. I think if I go again, it's going to be largely dependent on the location. I really want to go to see my new planner friends because I don't know when I'm going to see them. We all live far away from each other. And it's like, I really want to meet planner friends. I want to meet these ladies. I want to hang out with them again. They were so much fun. Of course, we can chat online and stuff like that, but, it was just fun hanging out with them. And it was just fun hanging out with planner people or just like a room full of like-minded people in general. So like that alone makes you want to go again, but I just can't justify the price for going every year. It was crazy expensive. And this year, I had a vacation. So I had a pretty expensive vacation. So I was going to this conference after I just paid for a huge vacation. But the reason why I jumped on it this year is because like last year it was right up the road from me. Right up the road means like 2.5 hours. and I couldn't go because of the timing. I just couldn't go because of the timing. So that's kind of why I kind of jumped on it this year, because it was in April and usually it's in March, and that can kind of be hard for me to work through. So that's because I probably wouldn't have gone just because of my other vacation. That's probably one of the reasons why I would not have gone. But I don't know. Like I said, I think I may go again, but I don't know that I'm going to prioritize it. However, with that said, I really wish some of the smaller conferences weren't always in November, because I cannot take off work in November. I mean, I can take off around like Thanksgiving, but these conferences are usually at the beginning of November, and I can't take off work. That's like the time of the year that I'm like, can't do it. So I can't go to like, was it the SGS Planner Conference in Florida, and then the Chicago Planner Conference, which I hear is really good. Those are a lot cheaper. Like the cost of registration cost is like half the price of Go Wild. And then it's a smaller conference, so for us introverts, it's a little less intimidating, but it seems to be put on well. Like, they're not going to have your Martha Stewarts present, but they're going to have your planner people present. So like a lot of the companies that we are used to seeing will have some of their like founders and things like that speak, which is kind of what I'm into. So I would love to try one of the smaller ones. Like I said, unfortunately, unless they ever like change to October or some other time, I just personally can't do it. So I think, I don't want to say, I probably will go again. I'm just not sure when. Will I go next year? I don't know. Maybe. Depending on the location. I mean, it's really going to be dependent on the location. If it's a place I really want to go visit, that might be my excuse to kind of go visit it. But other than that, I don't know. I think as far as worth to it, I think I got my money's worth just in the fact that I like met some really cool people. I made some really good memories. So in the end, I do think I got my money's worth. But like I said, it's a huge financial investment, and that will probably be the one thing that may keep me from going every year, every other year. And just because I can go on vacation for that amount, and I love to travel. So those will take priority over Go Wild for me personally. So whether or not I would recommend it, I would say, yeah, I think it's a great place or thing to try once. With that said, due to the finances, if you can't afford Go Wild, maybe look into those smaller conferences, which kind of offer you some of the same things for like more than half, like less than half the cost. So, I think a planner conference in general is good, maybe to try out. But, you know, Go Wild, like I said, I mean, I paid $2,500 and my flight was covered by miles. And that's a pretty penny. I could have saved money by having a roommate, so I didn't do that. So there will be some like ways to like cut costs. But I still think it will probably cost, if you had a roommate, didn't have to pay for a flight, I mean, you're still going to probably be looking at close to $2,000 after all is said and done. Upwards of $3,500 if you did have to pay for a flight and things like that. So it's a huge investment, and that is pretty much what kind of would weigh on my decision on whether or not to go again, whether or not I would rather use the funds to travel somewhere else. I mean, I have a feeling that I'm going to want to go again just to kind of meet some new planner friends and kind of reconnect with other planner friends. But like I said, I just don't know when that will be. But that's it, guys. That is my like Go Wild chat. Yes, this was probably a longer than typical video, but I kind of just wanted to kind of go over my thoughts and my overall feelings from Go Wild 2024, share with you my experiences while I'm like showing you my memory planning, right? Or my memory keeping. So I do hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing. That was a hard word to get out. All right, guys. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time. Bye.